Hi there, Nanahood friends. This is Teresa from nanahood.com, and I'm going to tell you some stories today. I'm going to tell you stories that are your stories of about your grandparents and some of your favorite memories. I thought you might enjoy that. This is from someone named Diana Phillips. She says, "My grandma was my everything. Sat at her feet as she made quilts. Loved me, could tell her anything. Grandpa was Greek. Every Saturday night was Greek spaghetti night. Everyone could come. Just let Granny know who was coming. There was always a house full, sitting wherever, sometimes 30 or 40 of us. Beautiful memories. Miss her so much." Thank you, Diana. That was such a sweet story. I have memories of my grandmother making quilts too. She and my mom would piece together one every winter, and those quilts are truly something that I cherish today. Here's one from a story from Tracy Douglas. She says, "I'm from Scotland, so hope you don't mind me commenting." Of course I don't, Tracy. I love hearing from people everywhere and overseas and Australia and Scotland and wherever. You're all welcome. I had the best grandparents, and they were full of mischief. They had a tiny holiday cottage, only 2 rooms. Toilet was in the walkway between the houses in Stonehaven, where we would spend holidays and weekends with them. A huge garden where my granddad made a lucky path with wishing pennies and a playhouse. I've had lots of fond memories there. One in particular being we had just been told the story of Hansel and Gretel. Everybody knows that one, right? And my grandma was putting things in the oven in a huge old range cooker when we came into the room. All we saw was her bending over from the rear and thought it was the witch, and we tried to push her in the oven. My sister, my brother, myself, and my cousins all used to sleep in the big bed. Sometimes there would be 8 to 10 of us in the one bedroom. And when the lights went out, my granddad would go out to the window and shine a torch under his chin and look through the window at us, so you can imagine the screams. I have so many memories I could write a book. Well, I don't know about a book, but you ought to write it down for your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, or whatever. Those are memories that are awesome and they would love to know about. So do make sure that you write that down and tell about it. One more story, and then if you have a story about your grandparents, something you'd like to share, I do hope you'll share it with me at nanahood.com. You can write me there or on my Facebook page. On Facebook, I'm the Nanahood, so just go there and join in our conversations. We talk about everything. It says, this is from Georgie Ann Ortega. My grandma and grandpa were older grandparents when I came along, but they were very loving. I remember our summer and Christmas vacations were spent in Denver, Colorado. Breakfast and coffee was the highlight of the day. I was always amazed at how my grandma could fry an egg with a large spoon. Flip it and all. Amazing. God, how I miss them and all remember it all like yesterday. I'm 54 years old and the memories still warm my heart. The heart doesn't forget, does it? A lot of things we keep in there, and something happens, and then we remember it, and it comes back to us. Okay, I said that was the last one, but let's do one more. This is Linda Stanley. We went to church with our grandparents most Sundays, and they would come and pick us up, and then we would go back to their house for Sunday dinner. Grandpa would walk us down the street to get a 10-cent Coke out of the machine and smoke his cigar since he wasn't allowed to smoke around Grandma. LOL. Then she put LOL. I have a story about cigar smoke. My papa, who was my great grandfather, he smoked a cigar. And no, it wasn't a cigar, it was a pipe. And to this day, if I go somewhere and I smell pipe smoke, it's like he's right there with me in the room. It's just the strongest memory. They say we have really strong memories with our sense of smell, and I believe it. Also, did you notice in her comment that she would go and they would walk down the street to get a 10-cent Coke? I'm also old enough that I remember getting a 10-cent Coke, and I think if we paid a nickel more, they'd put cherry stuff in it, so it would be a 15-cent Coke. Those are some grandma and grandpa memories that my readers shared. and I loved them, so I wanted to share them with you. I do hope that you'll share some of your memories with me too, and I hope you'll visit me at nanahood.com and at the Nanahood on Facebook. Thanks, and I'll see you next week. Bye.